Shit, fuck. Fix the camera. There we go. It's a little right there. All right. Can y'all see it clearly? Y'all let me know if y'all can see it good, because my angle don't look that too wild. Y'all just let me know if y'all can see me, because I don't know what it is about the light in here, but as always, there's ISUPK ISUPK reservations. What we're going to go over today is the enslavement and oppression of the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians here in America. Because a big misunderstanding is that Blacks and Native Indians weren't oppressed together. That's a lie. And like it's not really a lie that's really taught, but in the American education system, under our oppressor, they'll teach us that we were separate entities and we had no relations to one another, if you can understand what I'm saying. So I'm gonna open the floor to questions. I'm also gonna answer a question that I got about rank in the school. So I'm gonna break down that question about rank before I get into any other questions. But if y'all got any questions, please put them in the comment section. Share this video in any groups on Facebook, Instagram. Like our Facebook, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube, to build up the Native American Indians, man, here in America, because we have been downtrodden and emasculated and beaten down as a people. That's why it's so important for us to have these classes and to come back into our realization of who we are as a people. That's way better. It's like it. What I do. I think it's too wild. Y'all let me know if the camera's good. Something wrong with the camera, I'll end the stream. I'll try it again, but I think it's good. It should be too wild. But if any questions, put them down. I'm gonna answer the question about rank, because this cat, man, that knows nothing about the school, that knows nothing about how rank works, thought that the way you got rank in here was just by being somebody, or just we like you enough and we gave you rank. It's not how it works. The way you get rank in here is through work. The more work you do, the more, like, at the end of the day, the scriptures say the Lord giveth the increase. Okay, so at the end of the day, the Lord chooses who get raised up. You understand? If the Lord wants you to be risen up in the school, the Lord will have it done. Maybe not now, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not in a week from now, but the Lord will have you raised up to where He wants you to be. Now, the brother being a damn kleptomaniac, whatever the hell he was, thought the brother in the school became a captain in 6 months. Now, you don't become a captain in 6 months. It's a lock here, in case no one knew that. You become a trooper in about 3 months, depending on what month it is, but that's your 90 days. You do 90 days as a trooper, and in those 3 months, you'll get your Hebrew name and all that. So this cat was confused on why this brother, because, okay, the brother had two, I can't remember what accounts they were like a Facebook or something. He had two accounts, one with his slave name and one with his new Hebrew name, which he got into school a while back. So this cat thought it took 6 months for this brother to become a captain. Now, anyone that is in the school should know that that's not how it is. The way you get ranking here is through being raised up through your work. You understand? You put in enough work, the Lord is going to recognize that. You're going to get oil poured on your head and be raised up in the Lord. As you can see in the scriptures where it says they anointed their head with oil. You understand? That's in the book of Psalms. Also in the book of Psalms where where it talked about, not David, Jacob fighting the angel. Jacob fought the angel, and the angel in reward of Jacob fighting him, anointed him, raised him up. raised him up and gave him a new name as Israel, mean Yasha Allah, you understand, means son of the power. So he raised him up, poured the oil on his head, and that's exactly what happens to you in the school. You do your time, you do whatever you need to do, get raised up, you get oil poured on your head right here. Get oil like this poured on your head to represent you being anointed. And you get anointed now for as a trooper. You do your 90 days. You show up in all black. You follow the orders, whatever you get told to do. You get your oil poured on your head, and you get your new Hebrew name. Now this was what happened to the captain. It was about like a few years back. It was old. This cat was just tripping, right? So it's like, give me 1 second. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Cat was talking something else. All right. Anyway, so the brother got his name in 6 months, or in 6 months he made the new profile with his new name. Now this cat automatically thought, since he changed it in 6 months, that he got his new name, that he became a captain in 6 months. Now I don't know anyone with that much zeal to become damn pretty hard to be a captain up in here. Brothers are trying right now to be a captain, and you gotta get authorized by the generals, and the generals do not play about the rank of captain. You understand? To have the rank of captain in here, the script rank goes like this. You start off at the lowest as being a trooper, then you have officer of 50, 500, 1,000, 5,000, and then you go to captain of 10,000. Captain of 10, to be an officer of 5,000 alone is to be highly respected in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Like you up there, you've done work if you're an officer of a 5,000. You've been recognized at that. You're one of the top hitters. To be a captain of 10,000, you are a great leader. You understand? You can lead people into, you understand, you've done a lot of work and you put in your brick, and you're just a great leader. So they made you a captain. You understand? Now, the cat who said this did not know anything about that, doesn't know anything about rank, doesn't know anything about the school, but I feel like I needed to answer it on here just for the simple fact brothers will get the clarification. I can crystallize the point that you don't get rank up in here. Like, if any brother, I don't care who it is, it can be Michael Jordan coming here tomorrow, he gonna get treated like any new brother. We're going, hey, slow down, brother. You feel me? Like, if he talking loud, we're gonna tell him Shema. You understand? Hey, raise your hand when you ask a question. Hey, you got a question, brother? Raise your hand. We ain't gonna treat them nothing special. Everyone gets treated the same up in here. We don't give a damn who you are outside of these doors. You can be the biggest drug dealer. We ain't gonna free you. You come in here talking crazy, we gonna toss you out. You understand? But for the fact of it is this, is that the way you get rank up in here is by doing the work of the Lord. You understand? And what's the work? It's more than just going to camp, and more than just picking up crates. It's more than just doing that. You understand? Because that's every brother's job. Every brother's got to pick up crates. Every brother got to broom the school. Every brother got to go out to camp and teach. But to exceed with zeal, like, you want brothers to look at you and be like, I did not ask him to do that, but he just did it. You know what I mean? That's how you'll get your rank raised in here. No one's gonna look at you and be like, I like him. I can't even imagine it. Just, I like him. Let's raise him up. No, that's not how it works up in here. To get rank up in here, you have to be a certain way. You have to have so much zeal for the Lord that your zeal is recognized. You understand? But that's all I'm gonna answer on that, because that brother was just out of his mind and thought this brother became a captain within 6 months, which is damn near impossible. So I'm gonna open the floor to any more questions. Please share this in any groups, share on Facebook, share any way this can be shared. You understand? Because this is a heavy topic we're about to bring out tonight. As y'all know, or as y'all may not know, this is one of my favorite topics to be brought out, just for the simple fact that Black and brown unity is a number one thing that we need as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, especially the Native Indians. We need to understand that Black people are not our enemy, but our ally. You understand? And even beyond that, they're our brothers. You understand? The people, our ancestors and our people before us understood that amazingly. But there's a reason why we don't understand that as much here in America. You understand? We're going to break that down. We're gonna turn to Job 8 and 8. We're gonna start there. If anyone got any questions again, please form in the comment section, and I'll get to them as soon as possible. Because what we need to understand as Native Indians, black people are not our enemy. So you can understand, black people, what they will tell, certain Native Indians, Uncle Tomahawks, that don't give a damn about their brother or their people, that don't do no research, that don't read history. When you would try to tell them black people are our family, they will bring out the Buffalo Soldiers. You understand? Oh, Buffalo Soldiers, Buffalo Soldiers. You know that these niggas was raping us and attacking us. You understand? And to say that is idiotic because we're the same way. Our tribes beef amongst each other. You understand? Like we have so many different Native Indian tribes in America, and so many got beef with one another. So many haven't forgiven them for what their brother did years ago. You understand? And that's the whole point of the Bible. Not the whole point of Christ coming back. Christ did not come back to forgive our oppressor. You understand? He didn't come to forgive Thomas Jefferson. He didn't come to forgive Christopher Columbus. He didn't come to forgive Abe Lincoln of the sins of their fathers and the sins of them that murdered and slaughtered us. You understand? He came for us to learn how to forgive one another. He came for us to understand that black people are not our enemies. And another Native Indian, because he's from a different tribe, I'm from that tribe, that we're now enemies. You understand? Or what his forefathers did, we're brothers at the end of the day. You understand? This is beef among us. This is a rivalry. You get what I mean? Amongst us. We should not bring it to our oppressors. You understand? So when anyone brings up, oh, our oppressor is the devil, he got paid. A Native Indian will always be like, what about these Buffalo Soldiers, man? Y'all hang with these Buffalo Soldiers. You understand? We're gonna break that down. We're gonna break down how black people became Buffalo Soldiers, and we're also gonna break down how Native Indians became what you would call slave hunters. You're right, slave hunters or bounty hunters for our oppressor. You want to know why? Because our bond was so strong here in America, they had to divide us. You understand? Once Native Indians and black people, once we come together again, you're gonna see it again. They're gonna try to divide us. They're gonna try to separate us from one another. Donald Trump came into office, and blacks and Hispanics realized, man, they both hate us. So why not join together? And once that happened, what happened? The Hispanics start getting thrown in dog cages and all that. You understand? It's a chess game. Okay, it's not checkers. This ain't too simple, but it ain't that hard to understand either. And we're gonna break it down right here. Go to Job 8 and 8, and we're gonna read that because Job 8 and 8, that's one of my favorite scriptures, man. I love Job 8 and 8. Salakia. That's one of my favorite scriptures, man, because it's us as blacks and Native Indians, we want to look towards the future, but we can't realize this, that we can't look towards the future while learning from the past. You understand? We can evolve as a people and evolve our minds if we don't understand why we're in the current condition that we are here in America. Understand? Now, there's the book of Job, chapter 8, verse 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to search of their fathers. Now, scripture just said, for inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, meaning remember the former age. Think of the time before. You understand? Before, like right now, what we're living in, this is the modern age, what you would consider what we're living in right here in America. You have to think back to a time before this time. You understand? You want to know why? Because back before we were thrown on reservations, back when Native Indians were living however they wanted in America, and black people and our oppressors came over here and slaughtered us and brought black people over here on slave ships to serve him as well, we understand what we did is we didn't fight each other, man. We joined together. We joined together. That's why I love this book so much. Black Indians. It shows that blacks and Native Indians and Hispanics, we can get along. It can show we don't have beef with one another. And not only that, it shows how much stronger we will be with one another. You understand? Once we put the ideologies of our oppressor aside and realize where we stand as a people together, we're dominating this system. You understand? We're dominating white supremacy and everything they've done against us. One movie I love to point out Brothers, brothers gonna be annoyed by me every time I talk about this movie. Blood in and blood out. If you're a Native Indian or Hispanic, I highly suggest you watch that movie, Blood In, Blood Out, because the whole movie is, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, it's a damn long movie, 3 hours, but it points out something heavy. Now the main brother, is named Montana, and he's getting asked a question by a devil who looks like a Hispanic, who has a Hispanic mother, and he speaks Spanish, and he's over here trying to explain to him, I'm not white, I'm Hispanic. You know, I'm one of you. I'm Mexican. And he said, I'm Chicano. He said, you don't know what it means to be Chicano. You don't know what it means to be hated because you're light skinned. You get what I mean? And you're white. You're the enemy. Legit what he tells him. He says, you got a lot to learn about being Chicano. Chicanos killing black people is what they want. Chicanos killing Chicanos is what they want. That's how they run this place. And when he said that in the movie, I'm watching, while I watched the outside of the truth, that ain't hit me. But then you watch it while you're in the truth and you got the knowledge, you're like, God damn, it makes so much sense. You want to know why? Because that's what they're doing here to us in America every single day. They want Native Indians killing each other. They want the Native Indians and black people killing each other and hating each other. You understand? They want black on black crime to live on. They want Hispanic and Hispanic crime to live on. Native Indian on Native Indian crime to live on. You go to Winnipeg, none but gangbangers out there. They start calling it Murder Peg or something like that. It's like the murder capital of Canada because of the gangbangers out there are all Native Americans. And who you think they beefing with? More Native Americans. You understand? That's what brothers don't understand. And I highly suggest if anyone gets a chance to watch that movie, go watch it. Y'all not gonna be disappointed. Especially towards the end, the brothers actually get together. The blacks and the Hispanics are joined together by this devil, and they kill off the white supremacists that are in the movie. And then the devil that was in charge of all of them makes the Hispanics kill black people. You want to know why? Because what does the scripture say? The all person, he is serpent. He's the devil. He's a deceiver. He deceives us. And even here in America, that's exactly how he did us. He made us into bounty hunters and slave hunters to hunt our black brothers. And then what he did to our black people, he made them into buffalo soldiers. He made them into integrated them into his army. What you would call that, what they did, what you would call it is the mark of the beast. That's what they had. They had the mark of the beast. Hey, definitely, young man, Birdman. You definitely check it out. You won't be disappointed, man. I believe it came out back in like the 70s or the 80s. But it's a heavy hitting movie, man. But as I was saying, we've been divided. You understand? That's no. How do I put it? We all know we've been divided. But the problem is our oppressor put our, not only after when he divided us, he did that, but he also corrupted our minds. How he corrupted our minds? By filling it up with his thoughts of white supremacy. Now we are no longer thinking what the Lord thinks. Now we don't follow his ways. Now we don't know who we are here in America. We think we're Native Indians, which is called Native Savage. You understand? We don't think beyond this land. We think this land was it. Like we were here since the beginning, and that's it. I mean, that's simplicity. And we all know life began in the Middle East. You understand? Like, we don't think farther beyond because now we're here in America and we're so beaten down, we don't wander on. And we hear black people were buffalo soldiers, and we hear Native Indians were slave hunters, and we just cut it off right there. We don't think deeper. Like, why were they slave hunters? Like, that don't make no sense to me. Like, when I first heard a Native Indian was a slave hunter, I was young coming into the truth. I was like, that don't make no sense. Why was a Native Indian that's getting slaughtered by a European oppressor then go hunt for their slaves that are also being oppressed by the same oppressor? You get what I mean? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. But you look deeper and you go and you look into history and you actually study and you put the weed down. You put the weed down and you start to realize that Native Indians and black people, we turned on each other. That our oppressor made us fight each other. You understand? Like gladiators in the ring, like he used to do back in the Roman and Greek times. You understand? Then he pinned us against each other. It's an old tactic called divide and conquer. It's like conquer. It's an old what is it called? Military tactic. It's an old military tactic called divide and conquer. You would divide your enemy, right? You would divide them to fight against each other. And now that they're fighting against each other, it's easier to conquer them. Why? Because now they're fighting each other. Now they're not worried about you. They're worried about fighting each other. And that's exactly what our oppressor did to us here in America. That's why Native Indians in Winnipeg are killing each other by the thousands, looking like a mini Chicago up there. You understand? That's why blacks in Chicago and LA and New York are killing each other by the hundreds. That's why Hispanics are in LA, all the hell, down in South America, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Chicago, New York. The Hispanics killing each other everywhere. You understand? You understand? We murdering each other. We got beef with one another, but we don't have beef with the ones that hate us the most. We're always debating and arguing with each other, but we don't have a problem with our enemies. You understand? That's a problem. Yeah, Blood and Blood Out is the name. Blood and Blood. I can't remember who it was made by, but I believe in 1970, 19 or 1980s. It was made. It was early 70s. Mid 70s, if I'm correct. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's definitely a heavy hitting movie. But that's what we gotta realize, man. That's why the script, why we just read, remember of the former age. So drop that. We're gonna get what do I want? Let's get Jeremiah 15:33. Jeremiah 15:33. Now we're gonna get into the topic, which is Native Indians and Black people have suffered here in America together, where we have been conquered together. That Native Indians and Hispanics, we were given Catholicism and Christianity just like Black people were. And we don't want to realize that Black people were told they were Africans and we were told we were Asians. You understand? That we were pinned against each other the same way they were pinned against each other. The same tactics they even used on Black people, they used it on us. Hell, the transatlantic slave trade is one of the number one tactics they used, and it started with the North American Indian. But that's something they don't want to talk about. That's something they won't teach your children in school. That's something they won't tell you as a Native Indian. Why? Because they want you to hate one another. They want you to hate your brother, man. They want you to hate Black people. They want you to hate your Hispanic brothers, man. But to everybody watching, man, subscribe, leave a comment, like the water for supporting ISUPK reservations. We're gonna build it up, man. We're gonna build it up and make sure all of the tribe of Gad gets their knowledge back in this land that's stolen from them. But look at Jeremiah 50. What did I want? 15:33. So it says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together." Now, the children of Israel would be the ones you consider the Native Indians, the Hispanics, the Puerto Ricans, Seminole Indians, Dominicans, all of them. They would be Israel, because during the kingdom of Israel, because during the time of King David and King Solomon, the kingdom divided itself. There was a so-called northern kingdom and a so-called southern kingdom. The southern kingdom were mostly made up of so-called Negroes, which was the Haitians, West Indians, and the so-called Negroes here in America. So they all formed together as one kingdom, versus the northern kingdom, which was the Dominicans, Cubans, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Native Indians, Native American Indians, Seminoles, all of them against each other, and we were divided against one another, and this was a civil war that happened. Now here in the ISUPK, we're united. There is no Southern Kingdom. There is no Northern Kingdom. We're all just Israel. You understand? Now, of course, we may describe a brother as something like, oh, he a Northern Kingdom Israelite, just so the simple fact they will know, oh, he's a Hispanic or a Native Indian. You get what I mean? But as far as saying I'm from the Northern Kingdom, I won't say that. I'm saying I'm from Israel. You understand? I'm from the nation of Israel, because we are now united once again. Thanks to Christ coming back and making brothers realize we don't have to, what's the word? We don't have to hate each other. That's what Christ came for. Christ came to unite the North American Indian with black people. He came to unite the Native Indian with the Hispanics. You understand? That's what Christ died for. That's what Commanding Gen.YAHANNA has been building up since 1969, since the seven heads, since head priest Alpha Bivens, you understand? And all these brothers that he's been uniting the kingdom once again. There ain't no southern and northern kingdom. It's now that we're just the children of Israel. You understand? That's us. So it said we were oppressed together. We're oppressed together here in America. How do we know that? Because the reservation, this is something a lot of people don't understand. The reservation and the barrios are no different than the ghettos. Prove me wrong. The Native American Indian reservation, hell, some of the Native Indians, they'll argue with you. They'll be like, "Nuh-uh, the reservation's worse." You get what I mean? Native Indian, the reservations, the res is the ghetto, man. That's what you don't understand. The res in America is the ghetto for Native Indians. That's the only difference. They all threw us in there. They threw black people in the ghetto, and they threw us on reservations. They threw our Hispanic brothers right there in the barrios. Now here in Chicago, man, we're streaming this class from Chicago. The Hispanics don't got they ain't got no barrios out here. It's just ghetto. So it's just black ghetto, Hispanic ghetto, right there, right next to each other. But they got beef with one another. You get what I mean? That's the same as Native Indians. Some Native Indians won't go to certain reservations. Why? Because they don't like a certain tribe. They got beef with them. Like, oh no, I don't like that tribe. They money hungry. They this, they that. You get what I mean? Like we got so much beef and interfighting amongst ourselves. It's so easy for our oppressor to divide us and kill us. You understand? We're debating about this and that, and we're arguing and wanting to kill each other, but our oppressor is gaining. Y'all want to know why so many Native Indian women are being stolen off these reservations? Because we're too busy fighting each other. We're too busy arguing with each other and worrying about America and their political system and worrying about what they can do for us instead of doing something for ourselves. You understand? Like I remember every Native Indian, like all Hispanics and Native Indians, all we've been talking about Donald Trump for the last damn near 4 years. And while you talking about him, he's making things happen. You get what I mean? Not in a good way, of course, but he's slaughtering. Like y'all don't even realize like he's murdering us. Not just Donald Trump, the whole American government has been murdering us and slaughtering us while you over here busy just talking about Donald Trump. Why don't you do something about it? Am I telling you go vote? No, man. If your life don't matter in America, what makes you think your vote will? You understand? If they can kill you and shoot you in the back like it's no problem, what makes you think your vote matters, man? You know what I mean? What makes you think your vote matters if your life doesn't even matter to them? So let's continue. And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. And that's exactly what's going on here in America. Our oppressor, his sins, if you go read Revelations, I believe the 18th verse, that's like the 18th chapter, 4th or 3rd verse, it'll tell you that America's sins have reached onto heaven. You get what I mean? That it's like a wine glass. You get it like a wine glass, and they're pouring up the wine, and it's reaching the brim, and you're like, okay, are we done with the wine? And then the brother, they're like, nah, keep filling it up. Keep filling it up. The wine's overflowing. It's all over the damn table. You're like, what the hell? And the brother keep pouring that wine out, keep pouring, and it's dripping down his hands. It's all over the table. It's on the floor. That's America's sins. That's how the Bible used to the metaphor that they use in the Bible to represent America's sins. That even though the cup is right there, the cup is full, they still pouring up their sins. You understand? They understand that they can do this much, and that's it. Okay, that's how much sin, but that ain't enough to them. They want to keep going. They want to keep torturing the children of Israel, and they won't let them go. We've served them long enough. Now is the time they should let us go and let us go into our own land. They should section off half of America, all of America to North American Indians, and they'd go live in Alaska somewhere or Hawaii. You get what I mean? Like that's what they should do. But because they have so much hatred and despise us so much, you aren't going to get that. Native Indians and black people, we always argue we should get free healthcare, free housing, free this, free that. They want to call us freeloaders, but that's what we deserve. Like, honestly, think Think about the oppression and the murder and the onslaught you had to suffer as a people here in America, and then you never got nothing from it. They gave you reservations, and the reservations are trash. No one takes care of it. No one gives a damn about it. No, they put leaders up there, and they corrupt your leaders. They put leaders up there, and the leaders steal your money. They put drugs in there. Hell, they steal your women. They put child molesters as Catholic priests to go into your communities, and you're supposed to look at this man as a man of God, as a priest of God, and you're supposed to look up and respect him and all this. And he's raping your daughter, and he's raping your sons, and he's raping your nephew, raping your niece. He's raping everyone. Hell, you even got raped by him. You understand? He's raping all these people, and all this onslaught, and all this murder is happening on the reservation. Why? Because we give a damn more about our oppressors than ourselves. That we rather go help them and fight and die for them. Like World War III is all in the news and the media. Native Indians are like, well, what do we do? Nothing. Worry about yourselves, man. Worry about getting the reservation right. That's our problem as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. That we want to go help them for no reason whatsoever. We ain't got no reason to help our oppressor out in his war. We've done it before. We fought in every single war. In the revolution, especially Native Indians, we fought him. We helped him win his revolution. We helped him win the Civil War. Hell, what else? World War I, World War II, the Navajo Code Talkers. I know some brothers don't like for the fact that they were patriotic and all that nonsense, but you gotta realize all these wars wouldn't have been won with us. You take the Native Indians and the Hispanics and Black people, all of the wars America ever fought in, they would have won them. Straight like that. You wanna know why? Because in every account you read of Native and Black and Hispanic soldiers, they fought so hard. You wanna know why they fought so hard? The same reason we protest here in America when we die. The same way we protest instead of rioting in the streets and demanding justice. The reason we walk down the streets to say hands up, don't shoot, or Native lives matter is because we think, how do I put it? We fight for their love. You understand? We fight for them to love us. That's why we go die in their wars. That's why when they kill us, we put hands up, don't shoot, and Native lives matter, because we want their love. We don't want them to hate us. Even to this day, we still want their love and affection, like we're some beaten down animal. What we have in America is what you would call Stockholm syndrome. Stockholm syndrome is when, let me think of a metaphor. But I can't even think of a metaphor. I'm just gonna tell you like this: when you take someone captive or make them your slave, and you beat them and you abuse them, but you show a little act of kindness towards them, and that little act of kindness is what they leech off of. You understand? What's they grab onto, and they say he's not bad. He's not all bad. Ain't that what they say about our oppressors, man? They be like, man, white man, the devil. They're like, not all of them, man. No, not all of them. There's one white girl in high school. She loved me, man. She you get what I mean? Like, this is the type of things Cat be saying. No, not all of them, man. I like Donald Trump. Donald Trump, he a good white man. You get what I mean? Jim Carrey, he a good oppressor. You get what I mean? He a good European. It don't make no damn sense. All right. Let me see. We got any questions? If anyone got any questions, go ahead and ask them. Right. My man, Malakam Salagia, for butchering your name. I'm horrible at names. My niggas are out there in LA, Officer 50. He just said, Khan, worry about which is worse. Meanwhile, their sisters are going missing and brothers are getting killed. That's what we don't realize here in America. That's why we need brothers. And I.S.U.P.K. Res, man, we're going to have a ton more brothers, a ton more. You're going to see us build. You understand? Right now, it don't look like this is going anywhere, but you're going to see this increase. You understand? Because the Native Indians, they're going to have to wake up. The Native Indians, just like Black people. The same thing we did for Black people, okay. The scriptures say Judah shall raise up first. If y'all don't know that, the scriptures say Judah shall raise up first, meaning the so-called Negroes, what you would call back in the day the Southern Kingdom. they should raise up first. So then the Judites rose up first. So that way you see so many Judites here in the school. But the way they rose up was we destroyed their ideologies. We destroyed Christianity, Islam. Then what? We destroyed their leadership. We destroyed Martin Luther King, Jesse Jackson, Farrakhan. Now, the same way we destroyed them and we did all that, we showed them the truth then. We showed them what it means to be an Israelite. Now, the same way we did that with the Judites here in the Israelite school, UPK, we gotta realize we gotta do the same thing for the Native Indians, for the Hispanics. Now, what's number one? We gotta tear down Christianity. We are like there's so many Native Indian Christians in America, it's ridiculous. You'll see them, man. Go to I.S.U.P.K Res page on Facebook or Instagram. You just see them gaining their feelings about the truth. You understand? And they got such a problem with the truth. Why? Because they're Christians. They love Christianity. They pray to white Jesus. They go to church and it just makes them feel so loved inside. You understand? You get what I mean? And because of that, we got the same thing we did in this school to the Negro philosophy and the Negro mind to free it, is we got to do to the Hispanic and Native Indian mind. We got to realize that we are brothers first and that we were oppressed together in this land. That's number one. Once we realize that there's no difference between a Native Indian and a black man, and we're in the game. Once we destroy the whole thing about complexion and colorism, we're in the game. I got brothers, man, that look like exactly like me. I got brothers that they got red hair, green eyes, blue eyes. I know some brothers like dark, damn near African dark. You be looking at them, they're not even Wesley Snipes dark. They dark. They charcoal dark. Yeah, we looking at them like, you don't need to see some proof. You get what I mean? But I'm joking, of course. But once we get off that, we can truly build a nation. Because the East Indians, the Chinese, all these nations across the earth got dark-skinned people. They got light-skinned people. They got white-looking people. And they don't beef amongst each other. They don't got a problem with one another. You understand? They don't hate one another because of their complexion or how they look or their hair texture. That's a slave mentality that's been taught to us here in America. Now a Negro will look at a light-skinned Negro and say, man, he a punk because he's light-skinned. Now a Native Indian will look at dark Native Indian and say, man, he a product of a Buffalo Soldier. Like, let's say he is. That ain't got nothing to do with him. It ain't do nothing. Like, damn. You're going after the brother who's still a brother to you. But you don't realize that, man, because you got such a hatred for one another here in America. So that's why the scripture says they shall be they'll hold them fast, and they will refuse to let them go, because that's how our life is here in America. They've held us for so many years. Now they refuse to let us go. They're proud in enslaving us. Now let's drop that. And what do I want next? That's good. Zechariah 11:5. Since we're on the topic of oppression, give me Zechariah 11:5. I'll read along with us. And this is what we got to realize, man. Now is the time for black and brown unity. You understand? I ain't going to say red and black unity, as many brothers like to say, because we are not red. I know y'all think we're red, but Native American Indian, we are not red. Native Americans all across America, we're not red. Understand that. We're not red. You look at me and other brothers, and you'll realize, hey, we're not red. You understand? Like, you look at me, I'm brown. A lot of brothers, the reason they call us red because they think we're so dark that we're red. That's not how that works. You understand? Now they come up with the redskins and all that. That's stupidity. If you're as more dark skin, what are you then? Say it with me. Say it. You're black. You're black. Straight like that. But instead of calling them black, they're like, oh, man, we're going to call them red. Why? Because they want to hide the fact that they're the true red man here in America. You understand? That's a concept so new and you may not understand, but how do I put it? I'll oppress, a lot of y'all may know this, but I'm breaking out for new brothers in the class. Our president in America is not a white man. He's red. The scriptures call him Esau, which means, I believe in Hebrew, is Adawam, which means wasted away. Why it says wasted away? Because his skin is his skin is red. It's so light. It's like see-through. You can see his veins and everything right through his skin. That's why his name is Edom. Red. He's the red man. But of course, because there is no really true white people. You don't look at what's white. My shirt. This part of my shirt is white. You understand? There's no one actually this color of white. They're all red. You get what I mean? Or pink. So you can understand. Now, because of that, they'll call you a redskin so they can hide their identity as a European. When they're not even the Europeans. They didn't rule Europe. You understand? I mean, they rule Europe now, but they aren't the original inhabitants of Europe. You understand? Like our oppressor, his nature is this. His culture is to steal and to be a thief. That's why he must steal every culture under the sun. That's why he must steal every last stitch of land he can. You understand? That's why in everything. That's why he's in hip hop. That's why he's in every powwow. That's why he's in every goddamn thing we do as a people. He's there. He's there. We do anything. As blacks or Native Indians, we do anything. It could be anything whatsoever. He's gonna be there. He's gonna make his presence known too. That he was there first. You get what I mean? The Native, you go look at the old Westerns and all that, and Native Indians weren't played by Native Indians. They were played by white men. You understand? And the same thing with many of how do I put it? The same thing with how do I put it in words so you can understand me better? Is our oppressor here in America, the things he does to our mind and the way he manipulates us is all for a reason. Don't think if he puts something out, it can be on anything, television, books, anything. Don't think the scriptures say he controls the airwaves. You understand? He controls the airwaves, the internet, all that. That he's the prince. That's what the scripture is. The scripture say in Revelations that he's the prince of the airwaves. That he controls everything that goes out. And if he puts it out, he meant for it to go out. That's why he puts out that in front of you in so many movies that Native Indians and black people and Hispanics, that we're some kind of special people. You understand? Like, go look at everything we do. There's so much flavor in it. Everyone wants to be a Native Indian. Everyone wants to be a Hispanic until it comes down to the fact that to be a Native Indian, you got you look at the powwows. I always bring this fact up because brothers tell me this all the time. You look at them with their fringes, they dancing, their headbands looking glorious, everything looking glorious. The fried bread being cooked. It's like I love that fried bread. It's like I love that fried bread. While I'll be at the powwow, I gotta give me some of it. And they be there dancing, bees, fringes everywhere. You know, it's a glorious thing. And you see them so happy and so energetic to do this. But then if you go to an actual Native Indian reservation, it's hell. You understand? Like, it's a hellhole. Majority of them are beat down. You get what I mean? But like the Native Indians, even though they're so beat down, like the black brothers, like the Hispanic brothers, they still let their colors shine. You understand what I mean? That even down we're beat into the dirt here in America, we still bold. You get what I mean? We still keep going. There are these powwows you wouldn't guess that nearly every Native Indian lives damn near in poverty. They say damn near every reservation, the average family on the reservation makes $5,000 a year. You can't live off $5,000 a year. I'm sorry to tell you. That's a little below below damn near every minimum wage in America. But they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about, like, they won't show you the drugs and the alcoholism and the suicide rates on the reservations, but all you see is the powwows. You understand? All you see is that and their glory, even though they come from such grime and rut, just like black people on a basketball field, or the Hispanics on the ball field, or black people when they dance and rap and sing, or Hispanics when they, you know, the cumbia and all that, you know. I'm not that good with Spanish music though. So like for example, I like bringing this cat out all the time. I'm not a fan of his music that much. Now, Ephraim, my brother, Puerto Rican brother named he's Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny. I don't like the cat that much. But our oppressors, white people, don't even understand what he's saying, and they sing his music. You get what I mean? They don't understand what this cat is saying in Spanish, but because his rhythm and his flow is so good to them, I mean, but to them, so like it, but to them that they have to sing his song. Let them know it's passed real quick. All right, so like it. That they have to sing his song, that they have to buy his music, that they have to buy his albums. You know what I mean? Like they're so enticed with the native Indian and Hispanic in America, but they don't want to be. You realize like they don't want your struggles. That's what they don't realize. You're a refined diamond, you're fine gold, but through that is because of your oppression, man. It's a way to escape. You understand? If we can't get high, if we can't get drunk, we're gonna turn our talent into something else. You get what I mean? That's why you see so many brothers in the school, man. They got so many different talents. You got brothers that make garments, brothers that make arm leather work, headbands, brothers that make music. Hell yeah, we got rappers in the truth. You know what I mean? And they cold. They ain't no mumble rappers, man. We got real rappers up in here. You get what I mean? They niggas that should be signed them $30 million deals that Jay-Z and Eminem getting signed, they should get signed these deals. You get what I mean? They should be making that kind of money with their flow and what they're actually saying. Like brothers that make the armbands and the fringes and the garments, them brothers should be getting paid like Louis Vuitton. Them brothers should be getting paid like Gucci. Them brothers should be getting paid like all this money, but they don't. All this UPK wear we be wearing, these t-shirts. This is some fine wear right here, man. Like it has a message to it. It says you're a black man like me, and it's worth something with a native Indian and a black man on the same shirt. It says something, and these brothers should be getting paid that money because they have so much talent, they have so much skill. Even though what they come from the gutter, they come from hell. You go step on the res to the ghetto to the barrios, and it's hell, man. It's an oppression we live. You understand? Even brothers, I even met cats that are not from this hell. But you think you move out to the suburbs, you still gonna suffer hell, man. If not, your oppressors ain't gonna make you feel it. Don't worry, you're gonna feel it in that household. You get what I mean? No matter where we go, these curses will still follow us. Let go Zechariah 11:5. I've been holding on that scripture for a while. Salakia. So it says, the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Whose oppressors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. A lot of people don't know this. The native Indians are right in front of, a matter of fact, black people being murdered by police in America. You understand? Like they number one. Native Indians are number one in police brutality in America. But how come you don't know that? They don't want you to know that because then you would see the similarities with one another. Not only that, but on the reservations, it's more difficult to get this information out in the statistics for the simple fact that if someone dies on a reservation, it has to go through the res government, the res police, or deciding if it's someone from outside that killed them or murdered them, like a police officer. It will take both the res for them to get involved and the federal government, and it's a whole different thing. And at the end of the day, you're going to be swept under the rug. You get what I mean? Now both of us, the native Indians, black people, Hispanics, both of our oppressors kill both of us and hold themselves not guilty. How do I know? We're standing on every building, every paved street. You walk up and down these major metropolises all across America are built on the bones of the North American Indian. You understand? Each one, and they don't hold themselves guilty. Go tell. I'll never forget the day I had a discussion with a devil. I wasn't even debating the cat. I told him, he asked me why do I believe what I believe, because I was a young cat. I was in school, and he knew I was an Israelite, and he knew what I did and what I taught. And he asked me, well, why do you think that? I said, well, your people deserve judgment. Just like if you rape or you murder someone, your nation deserves, as a whole, deserves judgment for your crimes. And you know, this cat looked at me, he said, so you talking about the Native Americans, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, it was a war, right? Y'all just lost. So get over it. That's exactly what that cat told me. He told me it was a war. Get over it. It wasn't a war. It was a damn genocide. You understand? The Native Indians came and greeted them with open arms, loved, loved our oppressors. So did black people. Black people tried so hard. To this day, Native Indians and black people, we trim our ways for our oppressor to love us, for our oppressor to just accept us. Look at damn near Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa, a Dominican, you wouldn't even know that now because he uses so much damn hair relaxer and bleaches his skin and wears contacts so he don't have to hide the fact, so he can hide the fact that he's a damn Dominican because he's ashamed to be a Dominican. Just like the Mexicans are ashamed to be Mexicans. They're not Mexicans, they're Spaniards and they're Spanish. That's what they call themselves. They're not the natives. They don't want to tell you that we're native to this land. Ew, that's disgusting. No, I'm mixed with Spanish blood, just like the Puerto Ricans, just like the Guatemalans, just like Native Indians here in America. Native Indians in America won't accept the Mexican, won't accept the Guatemalan. I've had this discussion, so don't tell me no. Won't accept them as their brothers. Why? Because they're going to be like, oh, they're mixed. They're mixed blood. They're mixed blood. They're not true natives to this land. They're mixed blood. You understand? And it's just evil, man. You understand that these are the chains that bind us. Now we aren't divided literally and thrown on and separated. Now we do it to ourselves. You understand? There's nothing stopping a Native Indian and a black person coming together, but because of the mindset, the mark of the beast is on all of us here in America, except the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. This is the only place that blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians can have true unity. The ISUPK is the only place where Native Indians, blacks, and Hispanics can truly love each other. That's the only place. You want to know why? Because in here lives brotherhood. You understand? Brotherhood lives in here. What's brotherhood? Brotherhood is that brotherly love for one another, that there is no division. That if a brother comes in here, if a black and a Hispanic brother comes in here at the same time, they're getting treated the same exact way. They're both getting patted down. They're both going to sit down and shut up and do what they're told. And we're all black, no matter what. They're going to be treated the same exact way. And when they both get raised up, they should be treated the same way. They should be respected the same way. You understand? And if it's not, guess what? We go into council. Straight like that. There is no northern kingdom and southern kingdom no more. It's just Israel. You understand? It's only Israel. It's only one nation. This is the one, this is the truth. They want to talk about in their Pledge of Allegiance, one nation not divided. This is the true nation not divided. You understand? Now, ISUPK is reuniting the nation of Israel. You go look at all these fake Israelites and all their camps and all that, and what do you see? They got Northern Kingdom sovereignty, the Northern Kingdom camp. This is our Northern Kingdom camp, y'all. Southern Kingdom sovereignty, all this stupidity. You understand? Why? Because there's divisions in there. Because they're not part of the true body of Christ. So it's no big deal to them if they divide themselves. You understand? It's no big deal to them if they divide from one another. Why? Because they're already divided from the home of the truth. They're already divided for the things that and from the people that actually taught them that they were Israelite. That 12 tribes Shalak you got from us. The fact that you even know that fringes was an Israelite custom, you got from us. Straight like that. The fact that you know, hell, the simplest of the breakdowns, you got from One West. I'm telling you right now, you got from our Bivens, Yaquab, Mashah, Ariyah, Lahab, Yeshaya, Shar, Kazak. I'm forgetting anyone? Shar, Kazak. Like one more, Lahab. I believe that's all the 7 heads. But you learned it from them. You learned it from Commanding General Yohanna. You understand? Commanding General Yohanna teaches he wants all of Israel to come in. He wants every Native Indian. He wants every black man to be able to sit at a table together and break bread. You want to know why? Because that's going to happen in the Lord's 51st annual Passover. The 51st annual Passover, blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians, we're going to sit at a table together and break bread. Literally, break bread, give it to one another, and eat it in the remembrance of our King. We're going to eat that unleavened bread, amazing unleavened bread. I'll tell y'all right now, it's amazing. I don't know who makes it. Damn near amazing. The lamb, the famous GEN.YAHANNA lamb, we're going to eat that, tear it up. It's just going to be amazing. You understand? It's going to be amazing. We're going to drink together and celebrate together as one people. If you're interested in that, if you're a Native Indian, Black or Hispanic, contact ISUPK Res if you're interested in coming down to the Lord's 51st annual Passover. Because it's an honor and a commandment that every Israelite, which is a Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian through their father's side, to come out to the Lord's Passover. You understand? It's a commandment to recognize that Christ celebrated the Passover. That's what they won't teach you in your Christian church and your Catholic church. Let's continue. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. And their own shepherds pity them not. So the ones that they sell us. They're selling us. They're selling us on slave ships ever since 1492 when Columbus came here, sailed the ocean blue to slew us. You understand? Ever since then, they sold us into slavery. And they say, thank the Lord. They think it's a blessing from God. They say, I sold these people. That's manifest destiny in the Bible. It said, I sold these people. God made me rich. I sold Native Indians. I sold Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Guatemalans, Salvadorians. I sold them into slavery. The Brazilians. I sold them all into slavery. I sold Black people into slavery. The West Indians, the Haitians. I sold them all into slavery. The Lord has made me rich. Why? Because I'm white and they're not. That's manifest destiny. This land belongs to me. They belong to me. I can sell them. They all belong to me. Everything is mine. You understand? The white privilege, so you can understand more. That's what they call it now. Now it's white privilege. Before it was manifest destiny. Manifest destiny is the fact that they think they can have every last stitch of land, and you best believe it's still in their mind. If it wasn't in their mind, you would be kings now. You would be ruling over them if it wasn't still in their mind. Every oppressor, when they would see you walk the street, would bow down and empty out their pockets if they understood and they really felt sorry and pity and all this crap they want to tell us at camp. Oh, when we're at camp, though, they feel sorry. Oh, no, that's horrible. Oh, what you going to do about it? Nothing. But that was horrible. You know what I mean? That's just the evil of our oppressors. They sell us and they murder us and they don't hold themselves guilty. They have no problem with murdering us and slaughtering us. Drop that. Let's get Revelations 11 and 8. Anyone have any questions again? Go ahead. I'm here to answer them. I answered that one cat's question about rank and order. He was just stupid. But I just had to get that out the way because I don't want to think brothers to think that we have no order in this school. And that cat thought, because this person was just somebody that he was just made a captain in 6 months. It's not how it works. In that case, I should be a captain. It's a lie. You know what I mean? I've been in here damn near going on 3 years. I don't want to be a captain. Let me stop. Man. Before I got a call, but let me stop. But it was just a stupid and a simple thing, and he didn't understand. So I broke that down. Any questions, anything else, I get it. And no one really wants to understand that rank and order is in the Bible. You understand? Christ fed the multitude when he broke the fish and the bread, that he fed them in rank and order. That's nobody want to talk about. The Apostle Paul Peter, the Apostle Peter was basically the first general of the school. You get what I mean? Because who did Christ leave in charge? What did Christ say to Peter? He said, you are my rock. You're the foundation I'm going to build my church on. So he was the first leader. Anything that anyone had to say went through Peter first. It went through Peter Peter was the one who mandated the school, and later Apostle Paul was later made a general as well, and he had those. That's why you have the Book of Romans and the Book of theologians and all this, because they're written to all these different schools out there from a letter from the Apostle Paul. But fake Israelites, simple niggas, Uncle Tomahawks, don't understand. You understand? They can't comprehend it. At the end of the day, rank and order is to keep the order. You understand? At the end of the day, we're all brothers. But at the end of the day, order, the rank just keeps order. So we can understand each other better. You understand? Drop that. Let's get Revelations 11 and 8. All right. And there's the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. Now, you see this place, man. Don't our bodies lie in the streets of the great city? Don't our bodies feel like, if you could, like, let's say they didn't clean us up off the damn sidewalk when we died, and they just left our bodies to rot. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? What would you see? Nothing but black and native Indians lying on the ground. You understand? Nothing but their bodies decaying all throughout life. Hell, let's say they never buried the native Indians or burned their bodies when they took over this land. You know how many native Indians you would see? How many native Indian bodies you'll see? I bet you won't be able to guess. It's a number you wouldn't even believe. 100 million. You understand? 100 million. 100 million native Indians died for the colonization of this place. Died because of Christianity. Died because of Catholicism. Died because of the Pope, the priests, and all these preachers, man. And now you want to go serve that God? I can't. I won't. I'm gonna serve the God of my fathers. I'm gonna serve the God which everyone knows is alive. This book is real. How I know this book is real is the #1 selling book, man. This book will never fade away. Our oppressors is so dumb that they knew this book's power. They couldn't even destroy it. They should have destroyed this book instead of trying to use it and manipulate it for their own use. You understand? They should have destroyed this book, these dumb so-called white people. Now it's in our hands once again. And now we're going to raise up every North American Indian, every black, every Hispanic. And it's going to be wonderful. And they're just gonna cry about it. You get what I mean? Oh man. Let's continue. Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. Now, why is this place called Sodom and Egypt? Who knows? Place is called Sodom, first of all, because this is a place, just like, okay, this place is called, in the Bible, it's called the daughter of Babylon. Sodom reincarnated, Egypt reincarnated, for the simple fact that everything Babylon and Sodom did, and Sodom and Gomorrah did, and Egypt did, this place does as well. Why? Homosexuality and all this disgusting, murderous things was livid in Sodom and Gomorrah. You understand? And that's the same thing here in America. Now they're trying to legalize pedophilia. You understand? Why? Because homosexuals are pedophiles, just like Sodom. Babylon was home to the mystery schools. You understand? Home to the mystery schools that they build, which America now builds themselves under. The so-called Freemasons, which built America. So George Washington was a Freemason. I believe Abe Lincoln was. I think every president was a Freemason. If I'm not correct, please correct me. Let me know. But I know many presidents. Christopher Columbus was a Freemason. All these cats was Freemasons. You understand? And they studied the Babylonian mystery schools and the Egypt mystery schools. You understand? Which is their occult and all these stupid ideologies of the worship of the sun and all this stupidity. You understand? And that same thing that they built, that they worship here in America. That's why you see, you turn your dollar bill, what do you see? You see the all-seeing pyramid of Ra and all that stupidity. With can't remember what it's called, but you see that pyramid on the back right next to the eagle. You get what I mean? What else? Egypt. Egypt is famous for building its nation on the backs of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. What you would call the Exodus, the Jews, uh, the Israelites before time, they were famous. Let me get this real quick. Salakia. Salakia. It's a lot about that, y'all. Now, what was mystery schools? Yeah, right. Mystery schools, Babylon, all that. And most importantly, all these places, Sodom and Gomorrah. I don't want to say Sodom and Gomorrah, but Egypt, Babylon, all these places. The reason why they were so great because they had the children of God building it up. You understand? That's why Egypt and Babylon was so amazing, and that's why America was built by these Freemasons. The reason they built it exactly to represent, not represent, but reflect, I should say, Egypt and Babylon is because those were so great in their eyes. You know what I mean? Like they manifested, they were amazing, they were glorious. So you can understand. Let's continue with the verse, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. Now, of course, Christ wasn't crucified in Sodom and Egypt, right? But this place is modeled after Egypt, modern after Sodom, modern after Rome. Here in this place is like our Lord is being crucified all over again. It's like the blasphemies that they commit against Christ here in America and against his people. All these atrocities that they do to us is like Christ is being crucified all over again. Every time they pray to that white Jesus as Native Indians and black people being oppressed here in America, guess what? They're crucifying Christ all over again. They spit in his face. Let's continue. Let's drop that, matter of fact. Hold on. Do I want 11? What's the one I want? Let's drop that one. We got Mariah Allah, Officer 50 Mariah Allah out here with us.
SHALAM.
Out here help teach the reservations class. He out here, he has made it out here. Most High Christ for him. Matter of fact, look at Revelations 11 to 18. Turn to Revelations 11 to 8, the 18th verse, y'all. We're gonna touch there because I love this scripture so much. Because what you would see the so-called oppressor doing right now, not only does he destroy us here in America, he destroys the world. What do I mean like by that? The Amazon was on fire. You understand? Because of colonialism. That's why the Amazon was on fire. The damn Australia, all this land and destruction. So many animals are going damn near extinct. You understand? They're going extinct. They say the tiger is damn near out, damn near gone. And by the time your children grow up, it's gonna be no more tigers. Tigers are gonna be like damn near platypus. Platypus is damn near extinct. You understand? The dodo bird. What else? I think it was great. The white rhino. That one's gone. All these animals, they're just dying off. Why? Because our oppressor doesn't only murder us; he murders the world. You get what I mean? The scriptures say, what am I thinking of? When the wicked are in rulership, the people mourn. Everything mourns. The world mourns. You understand? We understand that the scriptures even say that animals know that our oppressor is the devil. Go look how they make their meat. You know what I mean? Go look how they make their meat. Go look at how bad they treat the animals before they slaughter them, man. The scripture says when you supposed to understand that when you kill an animal, you're killing something that the Lord has given you. You gotta treat the animal with respect. Let it roam around, before you gotta kill it. Hell, the scripture says you can't even kill like veal. You can't have veal. You can't have an animal that's still sucking from its mother's bosom for you can understand. You can't have babies. You can't just slaughter and murder them right now. Wanna know why? Guess what? Guess what? Y'all ain't gonna get this. Native Indians and Hispanics, that was their same law. That's the same law of Hispanics and Native American Indians. They slaughtered animals. They killed animals like nonstop. They lived off it. Deers, moose. Damn near the Native Indian and Hispanics start going off and start eating anything they can get their hands on. But when they would kill something, they would say a prayer. They would say, Lord, that thank you for us for giving this animal. And guess what? That's in the Bible. That's how you know this book ain't they book. There's so many uneducated Native Indians and Hispanics want to claim that this is our oppressor's book, but he's just a murderer, man. He ain't gonna pray for no animal. He is gonna stab it 20,000 times and then leave with its carcass. You get what I mean? He ain't gonna give a damn about no animal. But blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we're so compassionate. Look at Native Indians and Hispanics. We got love for animals, man. Black people do too. We got love and compassion for animals. You go see the lamb slaughter, March 13th, I believe it is. We're gonna have the slaughter of the lambs for the Passover. And guess what? We ain't gonna stab them lambs' eyes out. We ain't gonna torture the lambs like our oppressor. We gonna pray. I will never forget when I was coming, if I could, the water. When I was coming into the school, when I was coming into the school, I saw a video, the original video of the slaughter of the lambs. And before Command General slaughtered the lamb, he put his hand on the lamb and he started petting them. And he said, the water, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, for this, the water Yahweh Shem Yahushai for this lamb right here. We appreciate its sacrifice. We appreciate you giving us this lamb, and we send it into the next reincarnation. Just let us throw like that. The oppressor will skin the animal while it's alive, believing that it'll taste better. You get what I mean, right? That they'll deep fry the animal while it's still alive, so it get like the flavor will taste better and all this disgustingness. You understand? We have Revelations 11 verse 18. Just so you can know. Wow, good night. It's like, yo, I need some of this. But definitely, man, y'all want to get down to that Passover. That lamb, they don't know about that lamb, right? They don't know about that. They don't know about that Passover lamb. That's like heaven, like the manna from heaven. That's what it tastes like. Yes. I remember the first time I bit into it. I was like, good night. Like, it's just so delectable, tender, and just you just want to. I remember my first Passover. I had like 5 plates. I ain't gonna lie, I was a fat boy. I was like, man, give me some more, sister. Water, barbecue sauce, if I could, yeah. No, a little more. Put some of that gravy. Put some of that gravy. Yeah. But no, I was so fat. I mixed the unleavened bread with the lamb. Cause the lamb's like kind of sweet, and then you mix the unleavened bread with it. It's like, yo. Native wise, my tribe is Pueblo Indians. That's my tribe. My tribe is Pueblo Indians. But the point of the matter is, every Native Indian, every Hispanic, you are invited to the Lord's 51st annual Passover. That's right. No matter what your group, what your organization is, wherever you are, the Lord invites you down. Commanding GEN.YAHANNA personally invites you down in unity to come down. Everybody want to talk about unity camps and joining as a people. Well, here's your chance. Right. Here's your chance to be heard. Come down to the Lord's 51st annual Passover. Come eat bread. Come break bread with your brothers. Eat lamb. Let's drink the wine. I know, bro. Y'all look on me. The first one was the wine. Gonna be like, La Yashala. La Yashala, sir, if I could. La Yashala. You know, Most High Christ, man. Give me Revelations 11:18 whenever you're ready.
Khan. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 18. And the nations were angry, and their wrath is come.
The what?
And the nations were angry, and their wrath is come.
The nations are angry to us right now. Right now, Iran and America are about to go to war. Now you're seeing the beginning of World War III. The nations are going to be at war with each other. It's a lot. They're going to be at war with each other. Why now they're angry? The wrath is come in, which is the murder and the slaughtering of us. Right. You understand? Which has been since the beginning of time. Continue.
Khan. And the time of the dead that they should be judged.
That when their time comes, that the Lord's wrath is going to come down upon them for all their murder and all their slaughter that they've done. You understand? They're gonna come down on them. To the brother asking the question, what was his name? Channel number 5. Where you located at? Let me know like what state you're located in, so we can find you. What's the word? Nearest camp to you. We got camps worldwide.
Right.
We're damn near in the UK, Nicaragua, damn near Mexico. We everywhere. We're in Puerto Rico. We everywhere. So you let us know where you're from, and we'll find the nearest camp to you. I'll pass your number to them. I'll pass the number to you, Salaki. Continue, Mariah.
And that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints.
The Lord said that He gonna give us our reward. What's that reward? Gen.YAHANNA just went over it the other day. It's revenge. That's our reward.
That's right.
Our reward is gonna be revenge. Our waiting and our patience. The reason we come to class every day, because we believe a black man named Jesus Christ is gonna save the nation of Israel.
That's right.
I wish y'all could see this painting we got back here. This picture we got of the salvation of the 12 tribes of Israel. You want to know why I love that picture, Mariah? Because niggas, his SPICs, his Native Indians, all together, watching, like being saved together. That's what I look forward to. Brothers in their garments watching this place is destroyed. Right. You understand? You're in the Michigan reservation, no sweat. I got a number for you to call. You should get into school ASAP, man.
That's right.
We got plenty of brothers in Michigan, man. We try and make it out there to the reservation to help. If y'all don't know, we have what's it called? We got free programs. We got food drives, right, clothing drives, GED programs, prison programs. Right. You understand? We have all these different things to offer the North American Indian Reservation. Overall, we have brotherhood. We have brotherhood for the North American Indians. We have love and nothing but caring, charismatic love for our brothers on the reservations. We understand it's hard on a reservation. Right. You know what I mean? The like I said earlier in class, the res is the ghetto. That's right. The ghetto is the res. There is no difference between it, just the name and the people that are in it. You get what I mean? Native Indians are just a different tribe. Right. But we're all one people. Unity, unification is what we need here in the Israelite school UPK. We're getting it. In the Israelite school UPK, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we're united. That's right. We are united as one people. Any more on that, Mariah?
And them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
We should have what?
And shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
And the Lord's going to destroy this place. You understand? The Lord's, Salaya says, my bad. Salaya is a sister. Salaya says, yeah, go ahead if you want. Drop if you want the number for I.S.U.P.K. Michigan to get in contact with. We want to make it out there to the Michigan reservation. I know there's a ton of Michigan reservations, man, out there with what am I thinking of? Yeah, out there in Michigan. I was gonna say Wisconsin for some reason. So like it out there. And we want to make it out to help our people. You understand? Because it's so important that, like you say, this res needs something. Every res needs something. You understand? What that res, what your res needs, and what every res across America needs is the truth. We need to stop being fed the lies. Or overall, we ain't gonna come there. When we step on a res, man, we making plans right now. We got a ton of different reservations we're gonna take ground on.
That's right.
Most High Christ, let's clap it up, man. Because we're gonna break ground. We're gonna break ground, and we're gonna show Officer Madara. He is. I ain't gonna say that. Never mind. He gonna call me up and check me. Let me not say that. But we're gonna start stepping up on reservations, man. You're gonna see I.S.U.P.K. res. We're doing this for the Native Indians. The scriptures say, do we not do this for a reward?
That's right.
Do a man not run away? I can't remember scripture, but we do this for a reward. My reward is seeing this. All people come out of our oppression. You understand? Right. Seeing you come out of the way that we once were. So if we get a chance to come out of any reservation, we're gonna spread this brotherhood. You understand? We're gonna spread this love for one another. You understand? We're gonna break bread. I remember this one cat, he was debating us. He's like, man, y'all want to step full on our reservation. I said, where your reservation at?
Right.
It's public. We'll come through right now.
That's right.
We'll come through right now. Well, and you know, the brother is gonna be in such a hostile spirit to us. We ain't gonna come with that. We're gonna be like, you know what, brother? We here to show you brotherhood.
That's right.
Even though you want us dead, like that's what you don't realize. We sit on street corners every day telling Native Indians, blacks, and Hispanics that they're God's chosen people. In return, what do we get? Hey man, I'll air the whole block out right now. You keep playing with me.
Right.
I'll air this whole block out right now. Keep playing with me. So we go out there and we tell them, man, you God's chosen people.
That's
hey,
right.
Man, keep playing with me. I'll air this whole block out. I'll kill all y'all. I know what y'all live, you know. Right? Come on, bro. Hey, man, y'all know me. I'm some form of gangster, man. I'm from this gang, that gang. I'm this man. Y'all don't even know me, man. Y'all quit playing. About I say something wrong, I'll speak the truth, man. We go out there and we tell them, man, get off the drugs.
Right.
Stop worshiping our oppressors, man. Let's live for one another. Blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. Let's unite. And what do we got? We got our oppressor. We got our own people fighting against us. We right there, man. Our oppressor's the devil, and we get our own people coming up against us.
Right.
Man, we'll knock y'all all out. We'll shoot up this block. Wipe y'all all out this block. And they ain't never done it. They ain't done it yet. They ain't done it yet. Go ahead, Mariah.
Right, so if I could, and that's why it says, Scripture saying John is the 8:44 of your father, the devil.
Right. Because what did that mean? Did that mean they literally joined onto our oppressor? No, but they took on the ideologies.
Right.
Like I just said, the mark of the beast is something we all have here in America as blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Drop that for me out. What do I want? One more scripture. We'll start drop the class. What do I want? Yeah, so many good scriptures. You know what I mean? This book is just so heavy. Let's get Zechariah. Come on, Zechariah. And look at Zechariah 11 and 14. Right? That's my book right there. But definitely, sis, let us know if you want the contact information to I.S.U.P.K. Res. It's in our bio. If you want to check in our bio and our information, should be in the description down below. If you got any questions, you call that number. Because we definitely want to make it out to any Native Indian reservation that I have us. You get what I mean? Because we must understand that it's time to rebuild these old ties as blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. There's no difference from us. There's no difference from a Native Indian and a black person. We got to realize that the Hispanics are our brothers and black people are our brothers.
That's right.
That's what this class is about. The similarities of our oppression here in America. You understand? That's what it's all about. The reason they treat us both so wrongfully, because our oppressor views us the same.
Right.
Go ahead, Mariah.
11 and 14.
11 and 14.
Come. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 14.
Go ahead.
Then I cut asunder my other staff.
Now, this scripture is a unity scripture. This is a scripture of how we're going to get into it. Go ahead. Cut off all the staff.
Come. Even bands, that I may break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel.
Between who?
Judah and Israel.
Judah and Israel. Israel would be, like I said, the Native Indians, the Hispanics. Judah being the so-called Negroes, the West Indians, the Haitians. You understand? To divide us, the Lord will break his bands, his staff, because you can't break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel. You go to the Passover, man, the 51st annual Passover, it's amazing. Right. Oh, it's amazing. The good God, it's amazing. Native Indians, Hispanics, black people, man, that would have been sworn enemies are now sitting together. You understand?
Oh, God.
Brothers that sit there like, it's a big thing. I know for the Mexicans, that if you're from the north or south side, they got hate for one another. I can't remember what they're called. I think Norteños and Sureños. I'm not that good with the pronunciation. Salakia, my man, Malakama, he gonna get mad at me. He gonna check me, go be like Salakia. So you said it wrong. It's Soreños. I'm gonna be like Salakia. But the point is, we got brothers that been from different type of gangs, different type of lives. You know, blacks and Hispanics, we would never like kick it together. You get what I mean?
Right.
Outside the world nowadays, because they divided us so much. But now here we are breaking bread.
That's
here
right.
We are drinking together. Here we are. I remember I was kicking it with all my Ishkarites, all my Mexicans last year. The Passover is black and brown. None but my black brothers on one side and my Mexicans on the other. I'm just there down the middle, like, yeah, Native Indian. Most high Christ. You know what I mean? It was a beautiful thing as brother. The scriptures say, how good is it when brothers dwell in unity? I'm paraphrasing. But when brothers dwell together, you get what I mean? How good it is. Are you gonna see it again? This 51st annual Passover is gonna be nothing different.
That's right.
Said we're gonna have more brothers. They're gonna be happy, man.
Right.
They're gonna be an amazing event and something amazing. You're gonna have a great time. Then we're gonna have the Feast of the Unleavened Bread. Go. We're gonna drop don't drop that. We're gonna drop the Passover information in the comments. If I remember to do that, I'll make sure I'm gonna do that so everyone can know where the Lord's 51st annual Passover going to be at. But as far as I know, it's White Plains, New York, right? White Plains, New York. I don't remember the address, but it's April 9th, correct? April 9th, and it's going to be an amazing event, man. If you're a Native Indian, Hispanic, or black man, you invited, or woman, you invited out to the Lord's 51st annual Passover from Commander GEN.YAHANNA himself. Give me that scripture, bro. Salakia. No, correct.
When we 15, we'll go back to the reading from the beginning.
And then you come.
Verse 15. And the Most High said unto me, take unto thee yet the instruction, like the instruments of a foolish shepherd. Verse 16. For lo, I will raise up a shepherd in the land.
Salakia. Yeah, I didn't want to drop it. Salakia, my bad. Give me Amos. Which one is it? Which one do I want? Amos 3:1. Yeah, Amos 3:1. We're gonna cut it out with this scripture. Because blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, God chose us.
That's right.
God chose us, man. Even though that life gets hard, even though that it's hard it feels, what's the word I'm looking for? Shalom, Shalom. Dang, God damn it. What was I saying, right? It's hard to live as a Native Indian.
Right.
Or like they always say, it's everyone wants to be a nigga till it's time to be a nigga. You get what I mean? It's hard to be a Native Indian, but everyone wants to be a Native Indian. You know what I mean? They see the powwows, they see the fanciness, they see the etiquette of Native North American Indians. They say, man, I want to be a North American Indian.
Right.
They get so rich in culture. They look at the Hispanics and like, man, I want to be like the Hispanics. But here's something you ain't know. You remember back in like the 50s and everything, how they so-called oppressors would like slick their hair back and like look like greasers with the leather jackets. The Hispanics made that up.
Right.
That was the Hispanics. The Hispanics were dressing like that before our oppressors.
Right.
But when the oppressors, they like, oh man, you know how they are. They steal everything. They stole this land.
Right.
They steal everything about us. That's why you go look it up, man. He's everything. He's the last samurai. He's the Jew. He's a Native Indian.
Right.
He's everything except what he actually is, which is the devil on the earth.
That's right.
You got that from me, bro?
Go ahead. This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Oh, who?
O children of Israel.
Now, this is the word of the Lord that he spoke against us. And at this time, the Lord was angry with us for the simple fact that we were disobeying. And that's the same thing here in America. The Lord will be angry with us if we keep disobeying his words, man.
Right.
You are ordered as a North American Indian, as a black and Hispanic, to join together, to learn to love each other once again, man. Continue.
Against the whole family.
Against what?
Against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
Against the whole family they brought up from the land of Egypt. Who's that? That's the black man, the Hispanic, the North American Indian.
Right.
He brought us out of the land of Egypt. He saved us. The scripture says in Jeremiah, we are no longer going to sing the song, blessed be the Lord that brought us out of the land of Egypt. Now we're going to sing the song, Blessed be the Lord that brought us out of the land of the north.
That's right.
That's North America, man. Blessed be the Lord. We're gonna sing that song, Babylon's Fallen.
That's right.
To rise no more. It's like I had to hit the note. So like it. Babylon's fallen to rise no more. We're gonna sing that on our way out of this place, man. We're gonna sing that about America, that America's fall and all that. Why? It's our freedom, man.
That's right.
It's our freedom. Continue.
Khan saying, verse 2, ye, it's like you only have I known.
Our Lord said this. He said, man, I just brought you out the land of Egypt. I've done all this for y'all. You only have I known. Continue.
Khan, of all the families of the earth.
Now he said, you only have I known. You only, Israel. You only black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. You only have I known in this world.
That's right.
I haven't known the Chinese. I give my laws to them. I don't know the Japanese. I ain't get the laws to them.
Right.
I know the so-called Europeans, the Africans.
Right.
The Egyptians. Who else? Who am I? The Gypsies. They want to claim they're Israelites. Man, they as a group of damn Edomites, man.
That's right.
The Lord hasn't known any of them except for you. Except for you, black man. Except for you, Hispanic man. Except for you, Native Indian man.
Right.
You only has the Lord known from all the families of the earth. God has chosen you.
That's
God
right.
has chosen you to represent him on this earth. Continue.
Khan. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Now, because he known you, you're the favorite son, man. You're the number one. You're the one God chose.
Right.
Now you have to live up to his standard. You got to stop getting high. You got to stop getting drunk off your mind. Stop being an alcoholic. You got to stop following these fake religions and these false gods and come to the understanding, or we're going to keep getting punished on this earth as Native Indians and black people. Native Indians and blacks, we must unite. That's the only way we're going to survive this place. Any more on that, Mariah?
Nah, sir.
No sweat, man. With that, this is I.S.U.P.K. reservations coming out to you so every Native Indian can learn the truth that they are the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
And we're going to wrap up with this class with saying this. Every North American, Indian, Hispanic, and black man is invited to the Lord's 51st annual Passover. You got any questions, go call our number. You got any questions on how to get involved into the school, call our number down below, or our programs such as food drives, prison programs, clothing drives, all these free programs we have for the North American Indians, including free counseling. Call our number down below. Get in contact with us, man. I hope I see all of y'all at the Lord's 51st annual Passover. We still got like 2 months away, but I feel like it's damn near across the corner, man. Right. I can't wait for that to come up. But I hope to see y'all there. Shalom. That's my time, Israel. It's been Priest and Officer 500 Karyash. Priest and Officer Mariah, that's our time. Shalom. I'm sorry.